Hello everybody. I got up here and finished welding in the front of the firewall to the bottom of the firewall to the front of the floor. And I also took care of that. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. I tried to show you some of the stuff I did, and I tried to explain how I tried to make sure that the car's straight. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more. Here we go. Alright, so I already unbolted the rear two mounts. Jacked the back of the car up, put it on some stands, and I'm about to cut it back loose there and there and drop all that down. Then I'm going to figure out where I'm going to actually recut the boxed section where I need it, and cut the piece I'm putting back in here where I need it, get it down here, and weld that back. I'm cutting the frame here where that weld is, and here. I've already got the back of it unbolted. I want to drop this out, get it out of the way, and I want to bring the other one I have down here, cut it in the same place. So after I've gotten this cut and out of the way, I'll show you this a little bit more. Back in a second. Alright, so frame's cut out, rear end's out from under it. Now, if I was going to be the one to do this originally, I would have actually probably braced the back of the car and the roof to make sure that it couldn't come down and all this stuff. But when they cut it out, they didn't do any of that. And you can move the back half of the car a little bit just by wiggling it. So the best I can do is going to be check from one of the taillight holes back there to up here to make sure that the car is square, even though on this particular car I've also put the cowl on it. So if it's off a little bit when I'm done, I guess it's just I'm going to have to be living with it, because I can't do much better than that. I don't have a frame jig and all that stuff. So I'm going to go up there and drag the frame down here and then trim it and stick it up underneath the car, and I'll show you some more then. Alright, so what we're doing here, me and Dad put the car straight down the center. You can see the tape on the cowl, the dash, the floor, the center of the back of the frame, and you can see the roll of tape that I taped up on the trunk lid. Everything was measured across, and the tape's all in the center of the mark. And so, see if I can show you. You can see it through the speaker grate. Front end lines up with the center of the car. You can see into my finger where the frame lines up with the center. And you can see the tape line up with the center. Now you can't see it on the camera, but you can see the tape on the frame through the speaker hole as you're looking at that. After we done all that, I measured it from the side of the rocker over to the frame on both sides. It's dead center. So I'm going to weld that in a little bit, and then I'm going to check it I'm going to X check it from the tail light hole to here, from the tail light hole to here, and if that's within a half an inch, really, for me, I'm going to leave it alone. I think it will be. We jacked, we welded some across the top. I got back here with a high lift jack and jacked up the body with the frame bolted to it. So now I'm going to weld some more and let the weight back off of this and see what it does. Alright, so it's welded in, pretty much. It's tacked in. There's a couple spots that I'm having to patch, so literally none of this is unmolested. I changed this rail because it had holes rusted in it, and I have to change the other one. Since I've got this one in and I've got this welded, I can cut that one off, holding back up on it a little bit, cut it to fit, weld it back on to there, and that cross piece back in. So the car, I feel confident in saying, is within a half an inch front to back, side to side. And for the purposes of this car, for me, a half an inch, that's good enough. I will probably show you this at the beginning of the next video. Everything finished as far as the welds on the frame and the back of it replaced. I would normally say something like, there's different ways I could have done this. Well, most of the time there is, but on this particular situation where I'm having to take, let's see, 1, 2, 3 different cars and make one. I didn't have anything straight to begin with when it comes to this car. There wasn't any way for me to make it straight down the line, down the center of the car, without basing that off of something that maybe it isn't straight. This car is a cluster. There's no better way to put it. So in this situation, I couldn't have done it any better. If I had a frame machine, you know, a rack with clamps and stuff that I could put the car into and it'd be straight, yeah, I could have done it better than this. I don't have one. And since I don't have one, I have a concrete floor that's mostly level, some jack stands, and a roof over my head. And basically, I'm welding a car together in a barn. So, that being said, it's not perfect. The whole idea behind fixing this car was using stuff that I already had out here. And it's been mentioned a few times in comments and stuff on here, well, you should have just bought a frame. Nobody that comments that seems to understand, but the purpose of this is low budget. If I spend $1,000 on a frame, I have a frame and nothing else to show for it. And you've got to remember that my entire budget is $1,000. I can't spend a lot of money on any one thing, or I'm not going to be able to finish this entire car. Because I'm not spending a lot of money on this car. My labor is cheap. Now, if I was having to pay somebody to do this, then yes, it would make more sense to buy a better car to start with. But I'm doing it for me. It's my car. And I hope that the people that watch my entire videos enjoy seeing this stuff. So, I want to thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And in the next video for this car, I'm going to do all that. I'm going to put the rear seat pan in it, the package tray. So basically all that's left to do back here when I get done will be the trunk floor, gas tank braces, and that mount for that body mount on both sides. I'll see you next time. Bye.